But you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my Morphin when it morph, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Bros, Dan Brosnan in the building. Welcome to the fan club. We got a great episode for you. It's another Power Rangers Dino Fury fan theory for season 2. This one is about Void Knight, the Morphin Masters, Santara, and more. And I gotta shout out my boy Marion Parker. He put this one together. He came up with a really good fan theory, and he sent me some audio that we're gonna play, we're gonna piece together. You guys gotta check this out. But before we get into the video, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, hit that super thanks bell. Support the fan club, goes a long way. We appreciate it and helps us on this daily video grind. Let's get into this video, man. Again, shout out Amarion. He put together a really good little, 3-4 minutes of audio for me. Let's hit that play button.
My fan theory was that the Morphin Masters had something to do with Void Knight turning brown or bronze, or however people want to interpret that. But my thing was that, you have Lord Zed, don't forget about Slither and Mucus. And my thing was that I've always been thinking, in the Sentai, Mucus, Wiser, and Keelan, which are Slither and Mucus and Dinosaur, they kind of went, they didn't betray Gaiasaur, but they just went off on their own, and in the end they never was destroyed. They wandered off somewhere. And my thing was that, okay, so, I was just thinking, I'm like, we have Void Knight who's coming back. We saw his helmet, like it's in the video. So he's coming back. You got Wreckmate, and everybody's bumping to a rise, but nobody's thinking about Precious. He was a villain in Rhea Soldier, and he is coming too. Everybody's so quick to jump to Arise and Lord Zed, but you forget about Wreckmate and Arise. Those are two major villains that played a role with, Arise being the person she was, or the villain she was. Arise in Rhea Soldier was like the mother of all nature. She wanted what was best for the earth, but she went about it in the wrong way. And my thing was, okay, well, for that to happen, she probably need a powerful energy source, which is where which is where Precious comes in, and other villains. And we can't forget about Commander Shaw is coming back, and we don't know which way she is coming back. And I was thinking maybe Lord Zed when he got Rajak's weapons, or he busted Scrozzle out and then he came back and he was like the main villain, and then Precious was kind of like behind the scenes Sporix. And with that happening, that gave time for Void Knight to come back, and we have Wreckmate who is also coming back. And it was never really shown. It was never shown what happened to I forget his name. The Sporix Beast who could bring people back. I forget his name, Rascal or something like that. His Sporix Beast was never shown, and it was never shown. It was never shown, so I don't know. And plus, I think Boom Tower does come back again.
I believe his name is Regal Amarion, but continue.
Seen it in Rhea Soldier. He came back as it's like the drills for the T-Rex Champion Zord. That's what he was replaced with. I think he was replaced with drills. And Precious, I think Precious had that power to bring him back. I'm not sure how. Okay, well, the powerful source of Eraj, she was in this ball thing, and it was generating energy. And it was sealed by the Real Soul Caliber, which also has to come into play. And the Rangers needed they needed the Real Soul Caliber's power to defeat the monsters. And then they were like, okay, well, once they Precious got them to a point where they need to pull out the sword, and once they did that, the seal was broken on Arise, and she was able to generate power, and this ball of power, and it was just so much power. I couldn't even imagine that much power being, even in a single character. But of course, she's very strong. And then she just brought back character after character. I mean, not all the characters she brought back, but Boom Tower got brought back. He was split into two. like he was two boom towers, but they like I'm not sure what he was called. I mean, they might call drill. They might. I think he's gonna be called Drill Surge and Dino Fury, and it's just a lot that has to factor into that. I was just like so confused. I'm like, oh, and it all makes sense now. Precious is going to come into play, and there's one more villain. Wreckmate and Precious were two major factors in the revival of Eraz and Rhea Soldier. And now the more and more I think about it, I'm like, okay, well, Lord Zed went across the earth, halfway across the earth. You know, man, not to say there's, you know what I'm saying, the Beast Morphers has to come back. They can come back because, like I told you, Pine Ridge and Coral Harbor Beach are like right there. So Coral Harbor is where the Beast Morphers Rangers are. And then that Lion Zord that they had, that was for the B6 King Lion Zord, or however you call, whatever you call that, was in Pine Ridge. And I think that's how Commander Shulk is back, because Lord Zed is looking for power, and maybe they hijacked that Zord that's located in Pine Ridge, and them getting their hands on it, which would allow, you know, and would allow Commander Shaw to come back with the Beast Morpher Rangers. I mean, we can go on and on, but I think this is a salute fan theory, because I'll put it on the one. What we know is Araz is coming. Void Knight does get turned brown or bronze. We have Precious coming. Wreckmate comes back, and let's not forget about Snag Eye. We have him coming, and it's just a lot that has to factor into that. We got, you know, a lot of stuff happening. You got weapons coming. You got Zords. I mean, you know, the Ranger, the Beast Morpher Zord, one of the Zords are located in Pine Ridge, and that's where the Dino Fury Rangers are. So I think that's how I get connected. And even in the Morphin Masters have made it known that they can come and interfere at any time they want to. So my thing is, the Morphin Masters has to do with something with Void Knight turning brown. Maybe they're like, okay, Void Knight, he's like, I didn't mean to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be evil. And the Morphin Masters allow him to, you know what I'm saying, try to repent, or like try to, you know, make all his wrongs and do good deeds for all the wrongs he's did, which would allow him to turn brown or bronze, helping the Dino Fury Rangers out, because they're going to need all that power to fight, have a chance against Araz whenever she gets here. And I don't know when that will be, but we do know she's coming. And I think Lord Zed's gonna get that Zord's gonna get hijacked. Something's gonna happen to the B6 Lion Zord, the B6 King Zord. However, you want to interpret that.
Hey, huge shout out to Amarion Parker for these fan theories. Just sitting here listening to that, he really got me thinking, so how many villains are we gonna have? Like, there are so many villains, it seems like that could be main villains, main generals, etc. Is Boom Tower done? I mean, if you got Precious, Araz coming, and you got Zed, is Zed gonna be as hands-on as a character as we want him to be in this? Or does he just come back for a mega team up? Do we get the Beast Morpher Rangers? I like how he was talking about like the city of Coral Harbor and stuff like that, and how the Lion Zord could possibly be used to play in with the team up with the Beast Morpher gang. It was kind of dope. And hey, you never know, RPM is technically like the original version of Beast Morphers if you think about it, with the villain, etc. You know, the high-tech equipment, they're very similar. How dope would it be if you could get like 1 or 2 RPM Rangers in there? Like, just, you know, something to think about, guys. And I believe there's a few Rangers that do live in New Zealand, so it wouldn't be like crazy if like for a day or two they brought a Ranger up and shot it. Like, there's so many cool things here that you could talk about. You could talk about the team up where it just makes complete sense that Zed would try to go after some power, something like, and maybe bring back Evox, maybe get Scrozzle to do some dirty work. There's a lot of great points in here, and I gotta shout out to Marion Parker again for doing this. You did a great job, bro. Let me know what you think of, obviously, my theory, but really, like, let us know what you think of Amarion's theories. This is a cool little video. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the fan club. Let me know your fan theories. We love this type of stuff. We'll see you next time. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscription button, and also hit that notification bell to stay in the algorithm. Do you guys support the fan club? You want to help us make our next episode and keep this show running? Well, check out our brand new fan club t-shirts. These are on our Square site. Go check that out. Go check us out on all social media platforms. And thank you for rocking with us, guys. Peace.